family show. Hold on, I gotta get the camera. Hey, happy Monday evening. Let's make sure that we're not, you know what? Let's make sure that I've got everybody muted so I don't get yelled at, because tonight's going to be a darn good show. Hey guys, I'm Ryan. That's Loft Manager Richard, and you're on the Monday Night Family Show where we talk everything and anything.
Hi, folks. Pleased to be back.
Pigeon.
Again, another Monday night. I'm really enjoying it. So far, the day was just gorgeous.
What a nice day here it was.
Gosh,
I
yeah.
think this is what they mean by an Indian summer.
Well, we've had, in our area here, we've had 2 evenings of frost. And they say that the Indian summer does not start until you've had 2 times frost. Okay? And we've had that. And now we got this beautiful weather. We haven't had much rain here in this part of the country.
Let me ask you, could you still be racing pigeons at this time of year?
You could 100%. You could 100%. And I'm telling you, I think we're going to have a very late start to winter. Because the saying is, winter doesn't start until the swamps are full of water. And we've had very little bit of water. I'm telling you, you go out the back.
You mean rain? We've had no rain.
Well, it's water. Rain is water.
Well, yeah, okay. But we have had
very
little bit of water.
We've had very little water coming down out of the sky. The back, my yard is like concrete, dry. In the swamps, I checked the level in the swamps.
Mm-hmm.
They're down about 6 inches.
Okay.
So, I mean, that may well change. But tonight, we have the air conditioning on.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, and actually last week, I put the cover on the air conditioner and I told everybody in the house, don't turn the air conditioning on, please, because I got that cover on there.
All right, so let me get to it. Guys, this show works best when you participate. Genetic Power, Mike Green, Colm Van Zorn, you are with us. Guys, what do I mean this show works best when you participate? Tonight, we have videos for you all to watch. And we're not going to comment. We're going to let the audience play the game. We're going to let the audience give their feedback, their feelings. And guys,
would they actually be watching a video when they're watching us?
They're going to watch the video. They're not going to watch us.
More than just us.
This is more than us. Michael Peevler's with us. But
Mike Green, he's the truck driver.
He's a truck driver. He knows.
He knows a little bit about gallons per tank.
Gallons per tank, meters per minute, and everything else.
Yeah.
Guys, this weekend in the pigeon racing sport here, not here, but in the United States of America, 2 of the biggest one-off races, the Peach Classic, or the Peach Cobbler, run by Jimmy and Al Gibbons. Sean Nelson, what's going on? Good evening, guys. Good evening. Gavin Hunter, hello, happy Halloween. Hot as hell, yes. Hey, the kids are going to love trick-or-treating in this weather. But don't worry, when they trick-or-treat, it'll be either pouring rain or snowing, trust me.
That's what'll happen.
Shane says, good evening, guys. Good evening. I have a few questions for you fellows. All types of pigeons can fly long distance. All types of pigeons can fly long distance, sure, maybe once. But we're going to get into it here tonight. So we've got some video footage of stuff that we want you to look at, and we want your opinion. Now, Richard and myself, we're full of opinions. We give it to you. But tonight, I want you guys to watch the videos. And I want you guys to tell me what you see, what you like, what you don't like, and let's not be afraid. They ain't going to come after you.
You could change your name if you want.
You can change your name.
Change your name. Put another name on.
But
we're going to kick the show. We're going to let you, folks, kick the show off.
Now, the first race I'm going to talk about is the Peach Classic. The Peach Classic, they got prize money. It is the race, man. How can you not stop at the Peach Cobbler? First of all, Cobbler's great. Second of all, the prize money is always there. And the third thing, and I'm not knocking them because it's consistency. They consistently take the super shot. Where they lose on one race or trainer, they lose about 75 to 58% of the pigeons.
58 to 75%.
But I'm fine with that because the Peach has done this from before Jimmy Peters took over. They just run it the same way. Fine. You're going to have a pigeon that can take, we had a bad day. But the money's getting paid out. And I say, hey guys, you want to make some good money on 4 races? It's a great race for that. And it's consistent.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question? Before the loss, was the money taken in?
The money's taken in.
Right.
Oh, those old, listen. These magical miracle losses, I will tell you this.
That's what
the losses.
I'm saying once you got the money in,
hey, listen.
you can afford to have a big loss.
You can afford to train the pigeons when the money's in. You can afford to train them then. But before that money's in, there's never no magical up and away. Like, for instance, me, you take a look at me. I blew him away at 1.5 miles at the cornfield, right? Mm-hmm. Had I been thinking, like I think these other races do, they lose them after the activation. So before that point, you know what they do with them? Let them out around the trees.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
we're not going to get into that. So the peach is the peach. I got people calling me, what's going on with the peach? What's going on with the peach? What's going on with the peach? Guys, nothing's wrong with the peach. That's how the peach runs. You're going to have a bird that can have a bad day and make it back from the bad day. But we're not worried about the peach because at least one thing, they're consistent.
So what are you what are you getting to on this deal?
Well, we're going to talk about the next race was the Hoosier.
So you want to talk about the peach?
No, the peach is done.
You already done it.
Done the peach. I'm not going to rip Al and Jimmy. Jimmy, come on to me one time about bird shipping, blah, 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 blah. Jimmy, I'm giving you a pass. You only been doing this under 10 years. So guess what? Your toes still aren't in the water yet. That's okay. Jimmy, you know my number, 416-990-0187. I'm not against you. I'm on your team. I got a lot of customers that are in your race. And I promote your race. Go to the Peach, guys. Next year, going to be bigger prize money. Is it better than the Hoosier? 199%. The Hoosier. We're going to talk about Hoosier time. Now, do we talk or do we show? We're going to show. Let's have some fun, guys. Sit back and relax. And Ralph B., we answered your question. If you guys have questions, comments, put them in. Let's take a look at video number uno of this fantastic event. Just take a look at this.
Sit and watch it.
Sit and watch. Now, reminder, guys, last year the Hoosier truck broke down, the trailer was falling apart, and you guys all gave them millions of dollars for 4 years. Okay? 4 years worth of millions of dollars per year. We had to come on the show, and we had to
inspire.
We had to help Jimmy. Jimmy! You need help, boy.
He never paid us even.
He never paid us. He called me after the show because he wouldn't come on the show. He called me after the show, and I don't enjoy eating frostbit lasagna. Now, hold on.
Jimmy, sit down, crack open a Coca-Cola, and watch the show.
He don't crack it open.
Somebody else cracks it for him.
Hold on.
Okay.
But what I want to say is, he had a shitbox trailer last year. His truck had to have been a shitbox as well. Congratulations on part 1. Jimmy Ward, you've done it. Here we go. Compliments where it's due. Enjoy the show. Let me put this on. Hold on. We got to hit the right button.
I'm looking at you what you're doing, but I don't even know what you're doing.
There we go. Here it is. Look at this. Bump. Oh. We're in Indiana. We're at a parade. Beautiful. What is that? A Ford?
Yeah. I think it's a Ford F something.
It's a big one. Okay, look at the trailer. She's gotta be
30 feet at
30 feet.
No, that thing's going 45 feet long.
Okay, now watch this. They bring a second truck. I think this is great. Safety first. Here we go. It's a new trailer. I don't know if they were going through Indiana on a parade, but they were doing it. So round of applause again. Guys,
That's got to be a 45-foot long.
We're going to give them a little bit of credit.
That's got to be a 45-foot long trailer.
And for
Jimmy, if it's a 45,
let's see
it's
it
good.
again.
It could be a 53. If it's only a 30-foot trailer, please come on the show and tell us it's a 30-foot trailer.
Okay.
Does he advertise that on his sale?
Is that a new trailer? It's a
Brand
new one.
spanking
Okay,
new.
so that's good.
It's got a fifth wheel on it. The truck following it. Has he got a? Has he got
Well,
the,
that was my first question. Would the truck there have a fifth wheel? It should. I don't think that truck's strong
I
enough
don't
to pull
think
it.
it has one.
I don't think it does.
Because he's got the tailgate on there, and if he runs into problems, he's got to put the tailgate in his back seat. I'd like to see if that thing has a what do you call that?
A fifth wheel.
Fifth
Okay.
wheel.
So that's video one. We helped them last year. We did. We did our part. Pioneer people. We told them what was wrong. Now, guys, you tell me the next video. We're going to bring you up the next one. Let's see if we got any comments. Hello, guys. Whoa. That's some trailer, says Isaac. Isaac! Call Maurice. Tell him everything I said. It's okay, Isaac. I don't worry, but I'm happy you're with us, Isaac.
I'd like to know, is that a 30-foot, 45, 43, or a 53-foot
Hold on.
trailer?
It took them 4 years, making millions off of people, to buy, in my opinion of that trailer, it's a North American cow track pigeon trailer. It's not like a European one. It's not like the real nice ones from Giraldi. Not like that. But anyways, we gotta give him some credit.
Well, he should have next year. Get a Peterbilt tractor, tandem tractor with a Peterbilt with a
You
sleeper on
sound jealous because he got one. Now hold on. Here's the next video, kids. You look at this. Look at the sun.
it. Wow.
Sun's just coming up. Can you hear the loons in the background? You hear the loons?
The sun's just coming up.
Watch this, guys. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay,
That's
what's the
somebody
guy-
giving water here.
Watch this.
32-foot trailer. Count. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007.
Oh.
7 seconds.
I see the hose is fairly limp.
7 seconds. Now watch. On the count of 3, you guys all say with me, abracadabra. Here it comes. Hold on. Are you ready?
There's the liberation.
There's magic. Here it comes. No, wait.
Oh,
Abracadabra.
they're all. There was no birds in the trailer, for God's sake.
Now look at this. We get the date. We get the date and the time. Hold on. Let me talk. We got the date and the time. Okay. We got the truck. Okay. At least they washed it. That's good. Look at the fall. It's beautiful. We got the map. We got the map. We got everything good except for the pigeons.
I think there was no birds in the trailer.
Jimmy.
I didn't see any birds out there.
Jimmy.
And there wasn't even one bird still left in the trailer. Normally you get 1 or 2 birds coming out like the very end. You know?
Jimmy. Okay, we got the trailer down packed, Jimmy. We got it packed. There's no shit in it, says Alfred. That, one thing I like, eh? Alfred's got balls.
He's a straight shooter. He shoots
Now,
right from the hip.
There's another video that we got to show. 3rd year in a row, something happened. Michael Peevler, I need you to pick it apart. Remember the woman putting the drinker in. 7 seconds. The trailer's 32 feet long.
Was it a woman?
It was a transgender,
It was
for all I
somebody-
know.
There was somebody there. That's
Somebody there. It looked like a woman to me. But I
don't
could be wrong. So if it's a transgender or a man, I'm sorry. Hold on, genetic potential. I'll post up your comment. 2 years in a row with the finals. For the price, there should be so many issues. Okay, reminder. The person puts the water in for 7 seconds.
And the
7
trailer's
seconds.
probably 43 feet long.
Don't
That sucker.
just stop it. Give them credit. She's
Okay.
20 feet long.
That's no 20-foot long
Hold
trailer,
on.
man.
We're going to help. Hey, listen, Jimmy don't wear an extra. He wears a triple. But you know what? We say he wears a large.
That's not a 20-foot
Hold on.
trailer.
I don't care. 7 seconds, guys. We're going to have a little fun. We're getting a little kinky tonight. Me and Ricky, we had in that Pioneer Loft last year, we had 250 pigeons. And in one meal, 250 pigeons drink about 10 liters of water. 9 liters, sometimes 8 liters, sometimes 11 liters. We got a 10-liter drinker. That's around 250, 275 birds. It's consistent every day.
Yeah.
Right, Jesse? Jesse Catania says, we only got one drinker in there. Jesse, cut me down.
That's right.
Jesse, hey, it's okay. I stand up straight. Cut me down, I stand up, and I stand back up. No problem, Jesse. So 10 liters for 250 birds. Reminder, guys, listen to what I'm saying to you. The proof is in the pudding. The birds on that trailer
How many birds were
have
on that?
2,300 birds.
2,300.
Now, we know hoses, eh? A fire hose is this big and it puts out fires, takes down houses and pumping water. We just did something for fun. We're a little kinky.
To me, that hose, when I seen it holding it up, the thing was so slack, it looked like there was no water in it.
Hold on.
And I think the hose, I think my dickie is probably larger than that
Hold on.
hose. So my dick
Our next
can
video.
actually put out a lot more liquid
Hold on.
than that thing could.
I said, Richard, your dick can't do it. So you know what Richard did? He said, he's right, my dick can't. Let's get our garden hose and let's do some clock running. We can't figure out how you fly 1,700, Jimothy, and you can't get birds home on the day. So we figured it out. They're dehydrated. Let's see. This is us in the backyard. Take a look. Water's flowing out of a garden hose.
I got a
look.
I got a T3000
10-liter drinker. Hold on. 10-liter drinker. 10 liters of drinking water. This is what 250 birds drink. How long does it take a garden hose in your house, everyone's house should be roughly the same, to fill up 10 liters? Let's put the clock on. Look at the water running. La-dee-dee-dee.
Yeah.
Just look at it run. Come on now. Reminder, eh? Jimmy, we got the new trailer. We're working on fixing the problems here. It only costs you to hire me $200,000 a year, and we fix these problems. But we're going to help you free of charge because there's so many sheep going to your race that we got to help you somehow.
Look at this here.
Look at this. 10 liters still ain't full out of a garden hose. Running full tilt. 32 seconds.
Actually 33. It's 32.82.
That only drinks 250 pigeons. So we just look at that, and we just take that all in.
Our next test would be to pour that into a 43-foot long trough. And basically, it's not enough to wet the end of my dick. Okay? It's just like paper thin.
Isaac, why didn't they show the birds leaving? Ask Maurice. Ask Mike. Hold on. We don't want to show you them leaving. Why is there no droppings? Why is the person watering a section for 7 seconds? The birds ain't getting the water. Is that why on a sunny day when he let the birds out way too early in the morning, take a look at the sun, guys. Take a look at the sun. It's in black and white. The sun's barely up. But it's okay.
He probably had to go to a wedding.
There's pigeons that clocked that were winning $3,000 that were an hour behind. This is the biggest pyramid pile of shit I ever seen.
Were there birds in the trailer? Because I never seen a pigeon. If you're letting out 3,000 pigeons, 2,500 pigeons, you should see, a group here, and a group here, and a group there, and the groups come back and they go back and forth. We never seen a pigeon.
Why in the world would Jimmy show the stupid trailer pulling out of the Hoosier? He showed the stupid gray truck following it. He showed the stupid sky when the sun first come out. He showed the person putting water in for 7 seconds on one level. And then guess what? He showed abracadabra.
That hose was more limp than my dick.
Well, hold on.
I hate to say it. That hose, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, a 40-foot trailer, 50-foot trailer. That trailer, what's his name, the truck driver?
Alfred says,
what's the truck
one
driver?
water pan is 2 liters, 5 seconds to fill. Okay, 5 seconds to fill 2 liters.
On a 50-foot trailer, 45-foot
No,
trailer.
on a water pan.
What's a water pan like?
In Holland, they have bath trays or whatever. He's saying
okay.
it takes maybe 5 seconds to fill where he is. What I'm saying is we just showed you 10 liters of water. It's roughly around 30 seconds to fill it. That truck, to water them all, takes 15 minutes with a good, strong, good pressured garden hose. That truck,
excuse me,
didn't water
How many
them.
levels he got on that truck?
He got 6 levels. And we
Six.
watched
Okay,
the lady
6.
go from one level to the next.
What I'm telling you right now, 10 liters
I-
of water
it could have been an opera singer.
will be not a satisfactory for a trough that's 50 foot long. That basically doesn't do nothing.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Michael
Stop.
Peevler came to the answer. He came.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Christ. Let me ask you. You've been to a couple weddings in your day. Do you have you been to a wedding that they hire people to come and take photos and a video of the wedding? They're like a camera crew.
Yeah.
That costs a couple $1,000, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Three to 5,000.
Yes.
Well, Michael Peevler has figured it out. Michael Peevler said they hired the driver, messed up the filming. When we're making $1 million and something dollars, I think we can afford, Jimmy, we can afford to get a camera crew to do it a professional way. We can afford that. It's in the budget, Jimothy. Now, Michael Peevler, you could see the forest through the trees. Van Zorn says, what a joke. She only cares about money. They're all
Okay,
gypsies.
hold on. My question is, that trough has to hold a minimum of 20 liters of water for the length of that trailer to put in probably maybe an inch of water. And the trough is probably 2.5 inches deep.
Nothing in the air, says the man from Hawaii.
Just hold on. So he needs at least per trough 5 liters of water. Okay? On 6 troughs, that's 30 liters of water.
But that's not including the water that the birds drink.
That's over 50 gallons of water. How much water? You know what 50 gallons is, folks? Mike Peebler, he's a truck driver.
No, Mike Green.
Mike Green he's probably got a Peterbilt with a double tank and triple tanks, big tank. But the average truck, tandem truck, fuel tank is 50 gallons of water.
Fuel.
Of fuel, sorry. 50 gallons of fuel. That would be over 200 liters of water. Now my question is, what kind of pump does he have to pump that water out? Because it doesn't look very strong, because his hose was about as limp as my dickie. Okay? So that, to me, that hose, the pump, is not pumping out the water. There's no way he can pump that water with that pump.
Hold on.
There's no friggin' way.
Hold on.
Mike Green knows. Mike
Okay,
Green,
so hold
he
on.
knows about
I
it.
want to talk about this. There's no release at the video. No, you guys paid $700 a bird. You guys were gypsified. The trailer is 32 feet long, says Michael Peevler. Michael Peevler knows his shit. He watches his shit.
32 feet long. You can actually scale it on the thing.
JD Teal was there. I was there at the shipping yesterday and at the race. Hey, Mr. Teal, I'm sorry you wasted your trip down to Indiana. You want me to tell you something? JD, you could have saved that money, come on the Pigeon Boss tour, and guess what? See Pigeon Men.
Hold on. Let me stop the show.
Hold on.
Let me stop the show. Jim, go grab yourself another Coke. Get somebody to bring you another Coke now. I'm sure that first one's
We're
over
here.
with.
I'm not picking on him.
I'm saying he needs a
Jimmy's
Coke
my
now.
big brother, and I'm helping him. So, the guy from Hawaii says, JD, please. I didn't have a good day at the race. Didn't even have a bird on the day. You couldn't have a bird on the day, Jimmy. He didn't have the damn birds. The birds couldn't even come home. I don't understand.
Yeah, but
the birds that fly.
Hold on. What were the speeds?
Listen.
What were the speeds?
Oh my God! It's Jimmy Ward's Hoosier makes flying in Florida slow.
What were his speeds?
1,700.
And he couldn't get.
He couldn't get 500 birds on the day.
Do you people even know what 1,700 is? Do you really even know what it is? That's incredible speeds, great speeds. We don't get it here in the Pioneer Loft. We don't get it flying in the combines here. If we're getting 1,500s with a tailwind, that's pretty damn good.
What I'm not understanding is I'm watching Jimmy's training. And he's training them, and they're coming, and they'll roll around, they go.
Yeah.
He's training them. But you know what? He just can't finish. So I've come up with another solution for Jimmy. I'm coming up with it. I'm a mastermind of this shit. $200,000 a year, Jimmy, you can pay me to help you out. But I'm not going to come and work there because guess what? I don't work for people. So this is what Jimmy's going to do. He's going to hire a wedding crew to do the filming next year. He's going to film the whole damn thing for you people that dump your hard-earned money into it. But he's going to do one more thing better. He's going to put his ass in the seat. He's going to sit his ass down. He's going to have a drink and eat frozen lasagna. And the best thing Jimmy's going to do is he's going to call John Timmerman at the California Classic and he's going to say, Johnny, I need you to fly my pigeons for me because I can't do it. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. And if he does it, the race will get better. Look at this. J.D. Teal. This is what he tells a bunch of sheep. He's getting a new driver for next year. Jimmy, guess what? Close the doors down. You shouldn't be operating this.
$1 million.
Mike Gannis, if Mike Gannis is out there, take Jimmy by the hand, like when he was in Holland. And Jimmy, what did you tell Jimmy, Mike? Jimmy, I think it's time you go to bed.
No, Mike told Jimmy that.
Yeah, Jimmy was told by Mike, you better go to bed. Tomorrow's going to be an early day. Mike, you got to get Jimmy by the hand and tell him this is how you tie your laces. Because God damn it, these people have dumped in a shit ton of money, and you know what you're giving them? A pile of shit. And you know what, Jim? You're a hell of a lot better than that, but you know what? You're not, because it's been 4 or 5 years, and he's not, you don't have it.
He can't know better if he doesn't know.
But
if he doesn't know.
Of course he doesn't know any better.
Well, that's what
history's producing the same shit.
That's what I'm saying, and believe it or not, Jim, that pump for that water.
Look at this.
It's like the pump. It's like the pump on my windshield washer in my Dodge pickup. You know that little hose that goes.
I don't care about the hose. I don't care about the watering.
You're gonna burn that pump out, Jim.
I don't care about any of it. But I'm saying is,
you should have the guy there with one of those pumps this. He pumps the water as he goes.
Listen.
And how many gallons of water, Jimmy, are you carrying to water 2,500 birds? How many gallons of water? We just figured it out. A 50-gallon barrel.
Now hold on.
There's a lot of friggin' water, Jim, and I don't think you're carrying all that water.
The problem here, it's not the water, and it's not the trucks. It's nothing. Is that Jimmy, again, after 5 seasons, his next excuse of why the birds came like shit was the driver's fault.
He had to fire the driver.
Guys, we're not firing the right person.
We should be firing Jimmy. Jimmy's the one that hired the friggin' guy. And if he can't hire a proper man, he's not to handle the job. Can he even feed pigeons? Can he do that even? Come on, man. I was there. He can't even do that. He can't even open a can of pop.
Hold on.
Sorry to say that, Jim.
Hold on.
Jim, it's true. I was there,
Now
Jim.
we're doing this. We're going to help Jimmy out again.
We're going to watch out. Okay.
Hold on. So J.D. Teal says, first of all, Jim, I already got an Olympiada champion, Colm Van Zorn. He's willing to come and work for you. Again, Alfred, if you go and work for him, if he does hire you, I'd like a commission off of that because, hey, at least you have a damn good pigeon man. What? But hold on, I'm still talking. J.D. Teal says, none of the first birds were anywhere in the race. And I looked at the first birds, and some people will say, well, those birds are shit. Well, they're not shit. They're just birds that were there on that day. How can we pay $1 million in prize money and give these awards and have all this stupid junk going on when it's not even $1 million race? I want to see the birds work every 5 days, and I want to see them do between 8 and 12 races every 5 days. Bang, 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 bang. That's what I want to see. And I want you to put out a schedule. And I want you, because you got the trailer that feeds them and waters them, because you got all the things, you got the camera crews and you got the people in America dumping probably $3 million a year in there, which guys, let's give Jimmy a round of applause. Why am I applause again? Because every year Jim Ward wins the Hoosier.
Just hold on a minute.
Time on the wing. Birds, no good, time on the wing. What time on the wing?
I want to show you guys something.
What are you doing?
Jim, watch this. See this?
I need a drink.
Okay, watch.
I'm dehydrated.
Okay, watch this. Hey, Jimmy. Oh. Looks like you pulled the wool over everybody's eyes again, Jimmy.
But we constantly make excuses.
Jimmy, we're making a show for you, man. This is advertising. Hey,
The loft?
I went in the Hoosier. Do you know that, eh? Oh, took 4 of us in the car. We went down, we crossed the border, we put them in the Hoosier. We spent a lot of money at the Hoosier. Hey, Jimmy, do me a favor.
I want to see how much pigeon droppings came out of that trailer the next day. Show that for hell. Show the garbage cans of pigeon droppings that came out. Like, just to show us the birds actually did crap in the truck.
But here's the best part. We might sound like we're jealous. I am jealous. I don't have a big barn like that. And I don't know how this guy pulls the wool over all these people's eyes. And I hate to say it, but the people just go back. And the birds that win 3,000, 2,000, 12, there's birds that made 400th place, was 5 hours behind. It made $1,000. I'm sorry.
With the 17
I think
mile
that
an hour
race,
or kilometer yards per minute.
That race there, Jimmy, if you're going to run that pile of shit, the birds have 30 minutes to come home to make money. After 30 minutes, the rest of the prize money goes to the first birds because all the rest of them, they couldn't sing and dance for the shit that you put them through. And unfortunately, Jimmy, you're going to call me tomorrow, and I'm not going to answer the phone. Because why?
Maybe the driver can come on and talk to us about how you fired him and the reason why.
What's the difference between this year's driver and last year's? This one made it to the release point. And here's another thing.
Did he?
Well, apparently they're in a field. They're in a field.
Were there any birds released?
Well,
did anybody see any birds in that video?
Okay, we've done enough.
No, we haven't.
We've done enough. Because what we've done here is we've given Jimmy a lot of good ideas. And him and Mike will sit down, and they're going to take it. You guys fixed the trailer. Now let's make it a little bit better. We've got to make it more better. You guys can do it. You're not that, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to hire a professional camera crew. It's not that hard to do a full video documentary
Alfred
of it.
said he'll come and help him out and show him how to put water in the trough and the whole bullshit.
Right. And Alfred could even probably show him how to piss behind a truck too. You never know, eh? Hold on. It's because big names that back him, that's why people join. I was one and done with this race. Well, yeah, because you don't listen to my show.
At least one.
Wait. My friend from Hawaii. Forest through the trees.
Forest for the trees.
Forest for the trees, forest through the trees. Can you see the leaves falling?
Forest for the trees.
I'm going to tell you, it's a big joke. Next year will be a bigger joke. But I think next year he needs the loft to burn down again.
This year was this joke. Last year was a trailer broke down spring joke. The year before was a greater one.
Hold on.
The loft started on fire from both ends. That was a more spectacular event than everybody else could see.
Now, JD, I don't know if you're on my side with this guy or not. And I don't really care because I don't give a hoot. But JD says the same driver as last year took the birds. They took a spare truck with extra tires. Shit. Now let me ask you.
They bought a truck with
No.
old tires on it.
Next year, these clowns in the Indiana, next year, they're going to have a whole goddamn pit crew.
Oh.
Did they change the tires before they left? Or when they got
wait a minute.
when they only drove
The tires were getting low on rubber on this brand new truck, so they had to bring an extra set of tires behind them. Well, what about water? Like maybe a couple 100 gallons of water?
Hold on. Van Zoren says. And our next video is coming up.
It's coming up.
Our
It's
next
even
now,
better,
guys,
folks.
our next video, 300 miles for Europeans, 500 kilometers. Think of this distance. Your pigeons come from it. It's a good working day. Birds flying just right at 1,200 or 1,100 meters or yards. It's a slow day. I want you to think of my question.
It's a working day. The
Yeah,
birds were shipped the night before?
Let me just put it
Were
out
they
here.
shipped the night
Yes,
before?
yes.
Yes, they were. Shipped the night before.
Okay, can I let me just word it.
I gotta have some words too.
So guy, don't say nothing until we play. Listen to what my question is before the video comes out. Birds for Americans and Canadians that flew 300 miles, flying just under 1,200. Slow day.
500 kilometers.
500 kilometers for our Europeans.
Right.
Think about this. Over 7 hours on the wing. Hold on. I want you to picture in your mind your birds coming.
Okay, watch Ricky. Watch this.
Let me just talk. He doesn't stop. Just be quiet. Just stop. Just shut up so I can get my point across before you fucking keep interrupting.
Does that
And I
mean
get
you're not going to give me a paycheck? Okay, Reg, go ahead.
We have to let him calm down.
I'm letting you calm.
I want you guys to think about how the birds look when they come to your loft. Okay? Your loft at 300 miles or 500 kilometers. I didn't say you're winning the race. You could be a half an hour off the pace. You could be an hour off the pace. But I want you to think, close your eyes, and picture how your pigeons come home.
On
We're
a
gonna,
working
and then
day.
I'm going to post this video. But 1 second. As Van Zoren says, it's not my fault. Or it's not the driver's fault. It's the caretaker who has the knowledge of all these pigeons. That's Jimmy Ward. J.D. Teal says, a lot of uncontrollable variabilities. It's something with almost every OLR. Well, sure. Because when you get 2,500, when you get 3,000, when you get 7,000 pigeons, there's one thing you'll learn as a pigeon man. The pigeons, they just don't fly. They don't ramble. They don't do what pigeons of a guy that has 50 to 100 young birds that go and do their exercise. They don't have that, Mr. Teal, and I'm sure you know that.
They don't have a system.
Right. The okay, my buddy from Hawaii says, the Chavez Classic, the Black Gold are both awesome races. Lots of videos. Oh, you'll see. The videos will bite them. Scales of justice like North American governments. Okay, well, that's the wrong thing. So, you've heard what I said about 300-mile, 500-kilometer races for a young bird. Very tough.
A working race.
Very tough for young birds on a working race. Guys, I want you to watch this video, and I want you to tell me what you see, feel inside of you about these birds coming from 300 miles,
500 clicks.
500 clicks. Guys, enjoy the show, enjoy the commentary, and reminder, this is the Monday Night Family Show, where we love racing pigeons.
Starlings don't count.
It is sometime after 4, and this is another
Yeah, they-
return.
Oh,
They were
look
waiting
at the
for me to
birds.
get
They're
home
circling
from
up.
work, so
Okay,
I
here
figured
they
I'd
come.
You're letting them watch it.
Yeah, look at that. Okay.
do
Oh.
a video showing you. So there's
Another
there's
loop.
close to 20
Another loop. Hold on, wait. Now this is my favorite part. What?
in the clock.
There's
A little
going to be
slower
that
return, but we
super
wonder
dive.
which
I
is
like
which
the
one they
dive.
get
Dip
pushed
and
away.
dive.
Dip and dive.
After.
Oh, look.
Oh.
Still up. Still
Oh.
up. Wait. Oh, they just come over.
Oh,
Look, 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 look.
Some
Look.
commentary behind
Are they
it.
are
diving?
those race birds or are they rollers?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Now, here's the
That's the part
secret.
to the winners that we have.
Let's
Some
just
more
see how they trap, too. Man, they got
I
flight.
like to watch them trap.
Hold
I
on.
want to see
Still
them trap.
up. Still up. Still up.
Are
Look
they,
at them.
Are they getting flagged?
No,
No?
no, no. Jane's not flagging him. Jane's just giving you the play-by-play.
Janie, yeah, okay.
Look at this.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
whoa. After all night in the truck,
Hold on. Let's see if
Just
they go in.
flew.
They're still on the board.
are they on the board?
Oh, the camera shut off. They stopped it.
Stop the camera.
They stopped it.
Why?
They stopped
You know
it.
why?
Well,
Because, hey, there's probably some cockbirds on there that were treading some hens, and that's indecent exposure, Ryan. Decent. And the other thing, too, is if you listen there, you folks listen to it, the female voice, I don't know who it was, it sounds like a female.
Jane, the
She-
pigeon lady
yeah,
of the
hold
of
on.
the of the north.
She says, look it, the birds are in fantastic condition. I mean, that tells me after flying 500 kilometers, 300 miles, and they're dipping and diving, that's kind of telling me something that
No.
the woman, the female, she made a comment which totally embarrassed herself.
But that's
She
okay.
doesn't. She doesn't know.
Leave her
what-
alone.
No,
She's
no,
only
no.
the pigeon woman of the
shouldn't.
north.
I guess she's going to be told after
No,
this.
she
video.
won't be told. Now hold on. We're not coming after Janie because
I
she don't know a difference
Janie,
between a
I don't
pigeon.
want her for my loft manager
Hold on.
because she doesn't know very much about condition on
let,
pigeons.
Let me talk. So Mr. Teal says, I won't send to the Black Gold and to Chavez. They're overtrained and the course is too easy. Well, of course the course is too easy. It's Texas. You know what? You don't even need to know how to race pigeons.
It's all downhill.
You don't even need to know how to race pigeons. And I'm not knocking the people in Texas because that's where you live. But it's not the same. And I agree with them. It's an easy course. So Jeff Henderson. Guys, Jeff Henderson's got a little bit of balls, 'cause at least he's talking. Very ordinary trapping. First to last in any federation.
Okay,
In any federation. Now, let's, again, guys,
I'm
I
good.
just want to post this video up one more time. And I want you to focus
I want to say something.
on pigeons that have been on the wing over 7 hours. Just watch. Just watch. There they are on the screen. Look right here.
They look
right
like
here.
Sometime after
yeah,
4.
they look like a
and
bunch
this
of rollers
is another
flying.
return.
They
They
got
were waiting for me to get
just
home.
a lot
from
of pep,
work,
man.
So I figured I'd
Back and forth after flying 500
video
kilometers.
showing
Back
you.
and
So there's
forth.
7 hours on the
close to
wing.
20.
7 hours on the way.
Over 7 hours. They're crawling. This is the shittiest race
Right,
of the season.
and they were in
that had.
they were in that damn truck all night long, bouncing and getting
Watch.
tired.
Look, still circling. Look at them circle.
And this fella had said it was.
Look, watch this. This is the best part. Look at them dipping and diving.
It's a
Oh
beautiful day.
boy, oh boy.
Now, you can see the audience. There's got to be a whole bunch of dead pigeon men there.
And then the girl said, or the young female voice said, "Look at how fantastic their condition is." Is Alfred watching?
Hold on. But here's the best. They're blowing a whistle with no response because they've never heard this before. This is just something that, well, he got this from Andy because Andy blows the whistle. So, look, they land on
They're-
they don't even land on
No,
the
I
board.
didn't even see him there.
They don't even land on the board. There's the video ends. They cut the video off.
And excuse me, but the Jeff fellow says it's pretty almost normal for this. I'm sorry, but Jeff,
No.
what did he say?
It's very poor ordinary.
Poor ordinary.
Yeah.
Poor but ordinary.
It's like ordinary shit.
I think it's bad shit, man.
It's bad shit. Now,
Really
let
bad.
me ask you.
I train pigeons when they're loft flying even. Soon I feel they're ready to come in. I just give the old shake the can or the whistle, and those
So-
damn things drop and they come in. If I take them
okay,
5
so
miles,
let
they
me read
drop
the
and come in.
comments. We know how we trap them, but this guy here, he won the Canadian hoopla hoopla hoopla. Sorry, Rick, you still owe me my money. That's why I'm showing you on here because you want $1,500 goddamn dollars of money, right? He wants advertising. We're going to give it to him because he still owes me the money. So I'm giving him.
Pass me the pop there, please.
This is brought to you by Smirnoff. Okay.
Smirnoff.
So Isaac says, I was at the Algarve 2 weeks back. The first bird's trapped, no messing around. Few minutes, and the birds started coming. Batches of 4 to 8, trapping again. Good. Master Breeder, do you want me to come and do a video at your place? Let me know. Check out our results. Guys, he wants you to go over and take a look at them. Jeff Henderson, that's the sort of trapping you get when they're not trained correctly. Jeff's pretty right. That trapping to me looks like pigeons, and I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it, and sorry, Rick, you're going to swallow. Normally, about the first 2 or 3 times I take the pigeons out to about 3 to 5 miles, they always come home and they give me that little dip and dive, and they say, "Hey, we're here. And I look at them and I say, "Well, we're going to tune you up." But anyway,
I just want to say a word for Jeff. Jeff, when a pigeon is improperly trained, like you said, I agree. But when a pigeon flies 500 kilometers
in a headwind.
Excuse me, let me finish. 500 kilometers or 300 miles. Okay, had to work his tail off because he's flying 7.5 hours. Velocity was what? What was the velocity again?
1,100 something.
1,100. Velocity was almost getting on that real low side.
Like
real low.
not coming home.
Okay, hold on, Jeff. Those pigeons improperly trained, it don't matter, Jeff. When he's flying 7.5 hours, velocity's that low, he should be wobbling, man. He just wobbling. Soon he sees that board, he should be going, bang, I gotta get in there, man. I'm pooped. But these pigeons, they're flying back and forth.
They weren't flying 1,200. They weren't flying 1,150.
They're dipping and diving, going around a maple tree, going up high and this and that. And they had to cut the video off of the actual trapping because when the birds did get on the board, the cocks were treading the hens. Probably.
Hold on.
Now.
Hold on.
Or,
can I just talk now? You did your point.
No, I'm not finished yet.
Your point's done.
To me,
I cut it off.
To me,
I'm cutting it off.
You don't cut it off.
I cut it off because you made your point. But here's the best thing.
I'm not finished.
The birds didn't fly 1,200. They flew 1,103. They were let out at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they clocked at 3:15. Okay? They were 7 hours and 15 minutes on the wing. I've been to multiple races in California. The Holiday Cup, the California Classic. I've been to a whack of them. The same type of day. Done. In like thunderbolts. Because you want to know why? The pigeons went to the distance. Ahmad, Ron Steinbrenner, the other one, they took them to the distance. These birds here, guys, I hate to say it.
That's a joke.
But Mr. Rick Fife, please give the people back the money.
I went to Rick Fife's race about 5 years ago or 4 years ago.
We got a comment.
Right.
We got a big comment. The 2026 Route 66 Classic will be in business. The loft will be 3,000 pigeons, guaranteed, over 1,200 miles of training, 5 to 7 race series, flying the St. Louis, Missouri, Oklahoma, okay, Release Park Mountains fly through, Ozark, never will have tailwinds, 90% headwinds. JD Teal, my friend, I like you as a pigeon man. I like that you got this and you got this. And you like to see the pigeon flying that me and Ricky like. And I think Alfred likes it. And I think a lot of you on the show like it. But I'm going to tell you, don't do it like that. Because when you bury these unworked pigeons, on every course it's 1,700. On every course, 99% of the one-off races, it's simple. All the pigeons for the last 10 years of being evolved on one-off races is simple shit. When you get pigeons, you put the wind in the nose. And Tony Elvis, you're listening. We don't judge pigeons, Tony, right? On a good tailwind day. Those pigeons, you put them in the bin. We judge the pigeons when the wind goes into the nose. And I'm giving Tony Elvis a compliment. There's only one reason why. I seen him there today collecting the check from Rick Fife. And I seen the photo. And I never seen such a goddamn phony look on a man's face. You knew it wasn't done. They couldn't do it like that. And guess what? We see it in black and white. Now, let's get to it.
I just shake
Isaac says, and sorry, Tony, I had to bring you up. Normally I call you shitty, but today I give it to him. Hold on.
I wouldn't be proud of taking that dollar bill. That was a shit performance.
I say the 10th bird to arrive in the Algarve collapsed on the board. Well, good, the 10th bird. Yeah. I'm not talking about this Algarve, Isaac.
But what it shows is the bird worked, man.
That's right. I don't know. I wasn't there.
And these
but
pigeons-
you guys, Isaac, you seen what pigeons on the wing worked like. You seen it. So when I post this video, guys, it's okay. He put the video out for you to see it. Now, let's get out your chainsaws, your axes. Let's put on our pigeon vests and cut it down. Hold on. No way. Those birds were on the wing for 7 hours acting like that. Shane Nelson, Forest for the Trees. You can see it. This clown here gets 300 birds a year. Anyways, I'm sorry. Hey, Rick Fife, you owed me my $1,500. Listen, for the birds you put in my race that you didn't pay for. I'm giving you the advertising just like you wanted back.
What did he collect?
He collected the first year in our race, he won $9,000, paid in our garage. We got the photos. The next year he put the birds in. He never paid for them. I'm giving him his $1,500 in free advertisement. And you know what?
I went to the-
Ian Sybil said to me, Ryan, you better watch what you're saying. He could kill you. You know what? I don't give a shit. Put me in the ground. I don't care. But I'll speak for the pigeons and the pigeon flyers that don't have the nuts to. And you know what? Rick, do me a favor. Don't put the video up. Don't do it. Why? Because guess what?
And
You only had pigeons 10 years. You don't know what you're doing in pigeons.
Don't have somebody commentating on the terrific condition the birds are in when they don't know what in the world they're talking about. That's terrible. I went there about 4 or 5 years ago to watch the race. The first time I went to watch it, I said, never go in
Hold
it.
on.
He got 14 birds in the drop.
Hold on.
Oh, just hold on. Let me finish. He got 14 birds in the drop, and the birds landed on the lawn in front of the loft. The cocks were chasing the hens, cooing, running around. He couldn't get the pigeons to come onto the board to come in. And meanwhile, one guy, Paul, he passed away now. I said to him, I looked at Paul. Paul, he won $600. I says, Paul, this is terrible. This is disgusting what I just seen. He goes, no, I think it's a pretty darn good race. Those pigeons, man, they were in good shape. I'm sorry.
Guys, I got to help them out. Master Breeder, I want you to call me tomorrow. You want me to come for an interview with you and do a loft tour? I will. Guys, Master Breeder Marathon, I'm giving him a plug. I know this guy wants birds. You can feel he's hungry. His phone number, 316-640-4887. Text or call him. Okay? His email is info@masterbreeder.ca. Alcohol will be stocked. Maybe you can do a Monday night family show from the viewing tower. You pay for me to come there, and I'll do a video for you, and I'll do it. I'll view it, and I'll handle the pigeons. No problem. Now, there's only one problem, and I say this to everyone. I was born in a pigeon loft. The day I was born, he won a race. He was born in pigeons. I'm like third, fourth generation. And you know what? I don't care if people like me or they don't. I don't give a shit. And my problem is, this here, I don't have a two-sided filter. I just shoot it straight. So I'm more than welcome. I will come. And I'm going to give you my opinion and my best. No problem. You message me. You know my number after. You want me to come, I come. I come this week if you want. All this is a flight. But we look at these races, and they take our hard-earned money. And they, you know, I know so many guys that stopped raising pigeons, and they just start sending them to one-off races to judge their breeding programs. And I say, between the Hoosier and this one here, this Rick Fife one, the Niagara Peninsula garbage, and the Hoosier garbage. I took a cheap shit race like the Niagara, and that's garbage. That's a cheapie. And I took the biggest one in America. That's garbage. If both of these races are both garbage, we're in bad shape, man. There's no credibility. We're firing drivers. We're seeing birds come home that that have energy beyond their belief. I'm going to ask Rick, are the birds on EPO? You guys are going to ask, what is EPO? It's what Lance Armstrong used to win the 7 or 8 Tour de France's. Put it in the veins. So guess what? The birds have the power. Maybe that's what he's got them on. But I'm going to say something. Did you see how damn good they came? Did you see them dip and dive? It was almost an unbelievable thing to see. And then guess what? That first group that comes like that, we wait. Hold on. We wait 35 minutes for more birds to come. Well, when pigeons come and they dip and dive and they feel good and they crack, 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 crack around.
Well, you heard the commentator.
She was blown away.
She said they're in fantastic shape. Are they
But
really?
there's one problem. Every race, he started with 180 pigeons. And every race they came within 25 minutes, all the birds are home on every race, every race, every race, every race. But today, that pile of shit that he flew, he only got 45 home. But the first ones, they come home.
Dipping and diving.
They come home, like, guess what? I just did crystal meth, alcohol, cocaine. I'm revved. You want to know what? Rick, $1,500 worth, man. I'm giving it to you, Rick. At least make it, Rick. At least make it look fucking real.
Well, apparently Ricky, he won the, what was that race he won this year? In the old birds, a national? Not a national. What was that? He knows how to fly pigeons. He won the national. The only friggin' guy at that side of the fence.
On the farthest end.
Furthest end, on that side.
Wind blowing this way.
He clocks a wind blowing
The wrong way.
totally the wrong way for him.
Right.
He's the only guy to get a bird over there.
And you know what? Don't take my words for it.
So he's a champion pigeon
Don't
flyer.
take my words. Ask Fernando. He'll tell you about wind. Anyways, Sean Nelson says, Sean, S-H-A-W-N, Sean, yes. That is the reality of racing. That video was a training toss, but never flew 300 miles. Well,
That's 100%
Watch our video here. Watch when we bury them in the dark. Watch when we train them 3 times a day. Watch when we cook them in the hot box. Watch. Watch when I lose them at a cornfield from 2 miles. And you watch Jimmy Ward let out 2,300 of your pigeons with no release video. And he blames the truck driver. I hate to say it, but pigeon flyers, you're so stupid.
You should
Wake up.
When the man fires the truck, use his excuse was I fired the truck driver. Everyone that entered the race should get their money refunded. Refund. Not hold it till next year. Refund it. Because when I go for a meal and I know I'm paying a good buck and that girl brings me shit, I tell her, that's shit, hon.
Let me ask you a question.
I ain't paying for that.
Let me ask you a question.
That's it.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
I cook here every night, right? You're happy. We have steak, we have potatoes,
Whatever we
we
have.
have chicken. How many times have the 3 of us here gone out for dinner, and how many times we normally pay the bill?
A lot of times we don't.
A lot of times we can't finish the dinner.
That's right.
Because what they do is they charge me premium on the booze. They charge me premium on the plate. I say I want a rare steak, it comes well done. I say the French fries gotta be hot. They come cold. You want me to tell you something? When my French fries come cold, my meal is now for free.
I ordered a baked potato. It's on the menu.
Yes.
But you're telling me it's like 6 o'clock on a Saturday night.
We're out of baked potatoes.
You're telling me we're out of baked potatoes. I said, wait a minute. 6 o'clock on a
No.
Saturday night. We got in here at 5 o'clock. We had 2 drinks. Now it's 6 o'clock and you're out of potatoes. I'm sorry, but that's shit. You got it on your menu. It's shit. So in other words, produce something. And if you have to admit you fired the driver, that's pretty sad.
But you know what? Why is it always, and we're ripping on Jane, the pigeon lady of the whatever she is. She's talking and she's doing her best, but she don't know. And I get that. I'm not knocking her. That's fine. She's trying to do the little play-by-play, and she makes it sound cute, and it's right. She's right. They look great. She's not wrong there. But where she's 199% wrong is the fucking birds didn't do 300 miles. I don't think the birds did 6 miles. And by the way, I'm going to look here. That's the 4th race he did. Hold on. That's the 4th race he did. And in complete training tosses. Because I'm a guru. He trained his birds only 400 miles. And he did 4 races. And today they crashed and burned. Guys, you're paying good money. You're paying good money from your pocket. And you're putting these one-off cowboys, you're putting them ahead of your breeding program. You're putting them in charge of it. Because when they take your birds and they lose them all, guess what? Guess what? You say, the birds I bought from Feathers Elite are no good. The birds I bought from Gary Smith are no good. The birds I bought from Hans Eierkamp are no good. I kill them all. Why? They couldn't do the Niagara Peninsula. They couldn't do Jimmy Ward's blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, if the guys running the race aren't putting that work in, they don't want to see it do it, but they love the money, what happens to you? Not only do you burn your money in a one-off race, but then the money you spent on the pigeons, you then pull their heads in the bin and you go and dump more money. It's a circle of shit.
Yeah, then your buddy says to you, you know what, I told you wasted your money buying those birds from Europe for $2,000 for that one cock. You wasted your money big time because of this. If you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, he says the same thing. You wasted a lot of money there. You're stupid. Those birds are crap. That's what happens. Yeah.
And, you know, I hate to come on here and I hate to rip these races. I hate it.
I don't hate it. I love it.
What I hate is that people work hard and they believe. And then guess what? You see shit like this. And when you see shit like this, what do? I can't sit here and my actually what I should do in business, because I sell pigeons, I should kiss everyone's ass and kiss everyone's ass. Jimmy's the best. Mike's the best. Rick Fife's the best. They're all the best. But the truth is, guys, here's the truth. Nobody speaks up for the pigeons. And those little pigeons, they deserve a fair shot. Your breeders deserve a fair shot. And these races are not allowing you to judge your pigeons. And that you're all getting ripped off.
When I see pigeons can't trap, that shows me there's something going on. The man is not doing his job 100%.
Richard.
100%. He doesn't know how to keep pigeons. How to keep pigeons. He doesn't know it. But apparently this Joe, Rick Fife, he won some race this year that he was the only guy on the west side of this area when the wind was blowing totally from west to east that got a bird. So that means he really knows how to fly pigeons, doesn't it? But when he takes the cash from you, he all of a sudden decides, I don't really know that much about pigeons, right? So what I'm saying is,
as Shane Dennis says,
he's a bullshitter.
It's a big swirly circle of shit.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to have some fun. I like good pigeons. Very rare pigeon we have here in our hands. It's up for auction at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Guys, I'm switching gears here for a moment. And I think right now, you people always want a coupon. You say to me, Ryan, what bird do I need? These pigeons I'm going to show you, there's no import fee. The pedigrees are fantastic. And the loft that's selling these pigeons, within 3 years, You will not buy pigeons for under 2,500 US. I know it. I know the pigeons. I know the man. I know what he wants to do. And I know what his capabilities are going to do. Wait, watch, and see. Let me get rid of this comment, and I'm going to show you a pigeon. Before I show it to you, same as the EOC, no one protests. Well, no. Who protests? Nobody protests. Dave Crozier says, 100%, I never fly OLRs. I will test my birds on my own. Dave, I disagree with you. So, we're going to get to this now, and I want to show what I'm talking about. Guys, it's a new guy in the racing world. He's had pigeons before, and it's the Ingram Racing Group. This is a group, a collection. This man, he's not a collector of pigeons. He's only interested in getting results. He's vicious for results. And I like that. That's one thing I do like. And if he's not winning, he's not happy. And I think that's you don't sugarcoat any of it. So this is the auction we have running. It's going to run till Friday. I want you to go and do your research on these pedigrees and on the quality of these pigeons. These pigeons have all raced one-loft races, from the Upper Canada one-loft race and the Pioneer one-loft race. There are money winners. There are birds. They've all went out to 300 or 355 miles, and they've all completed it. There's no pigeons here that haven't completed. There's no pigeons here that don't have a real good 9 rating plus. You understand what I'm saying? With the Ingram Racing Group, this is what we wanted to show you. And the first bird I wanted to show you is the 488 from Ingram. Okay, Ingram Racing Group, sorry. I want to be proper. Beautiful cock. These birds are young, so it could be cock, could be a hen. Have you guys heard of Van Laar? We did an auction for the Van Laar, and each bird was over 10,000 a piece. So many top lofts in Europe have had the Van Laar bloodlines in winning. Stefan Lambrechts, Lars Losberg, Serge Van Alsecker. This is a pigeon that was flown in the Upper Canada one-loft race. He was 706 at the 150 miles, 143 at the 230 miles. That was a strong headwind. That's when that bird should have really shown, and it showed pretty good there. It was 275th at the 353 miles. And it's a full brother. He's got a full brother that flew the same race. You have 100% Van Laar. I want to show the pigeon. But what I want you to see is why these pigeons are so special. And I'll show it here now. And it'll be hard to see there. But look at the muscle ripples on this pigeon. 100% Van Laar.
I say it's a cockbird.
I say it's a cock. And it says it's a cock. But again, if it turns out to be a hen, you're not going to lose. He's buoyant. He's not big. Back is like oak. Beautiful wing on him.
I'd say for a cock, he's a bit smaller than medium.
He's a small cock.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say something. I've been to Van Laar. He doesn't have a big pigeon. Go ahead. Are you ready to drool? Go shopping.
Oh, I can see him in your hand.
Take a look.
Yeah, very nice back.
Guys, these birds are...
Tight vents. You couldn't even put a hair between his vent bones. And to me, I think this pigeon will do better in the distance.
Well, I think this type of a pigeon, and what most one-loft races, the problem is, there's just not enough race for these pigeons. But this pigeon, he has that whole body to do it all, but you can feel he can do the distance. Guys, what would you rate the pigeon out of 10?
I rate him a 12. He's very nice pigeon. Very, very nice.
The parents of these pigeons and the grandparents of these pigeons, thousands of dollars. And you know what, guys? You have one, that has done the work, and he's got a full brother that's done the work. And
Full wing right now.
you know, I'll
Very
tell you,
nice.
guys, I'll teach you a little tip about pigeons. This is my tip for you today. When you open up a wing on a pigeon,
See the curve on those flights?
hold on. You look at it like this, but you're looking at it, that's nice. But you look this way. And when the flights are curved,
They got that much more flex.
that's called flax. We call that, or they call that in Belgium, the spring in the wing. And this pigeon,
He has it 100%.
he has it 100%. Look at the curve. That means the flight, they don't like it when you grab them by the ends. It can bend and come back, bend and come back, bend and come
how
back.
many times have you seen a pigeon come home in a hard headwind, heat, and when he lands, his flight feathers are turned up? Okay? This pigeon's flights are curved in. So you've got that much more flex movement. When a pigeon's flights are turned up, those last maybe 100 miles he flies, he loses a lot of stroke. It's like doing a dog paddle with like your fingers open, you know what I mean? It's like when you're doing it like this, and you got this, you got that flex.
And when you see this wing
I don't
with,
know if I described it
with
right.
this type of a curve, he can work for hours and hours. And as that wind and as that pressure straightens it, 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 and then it comes back. By this time, the bird's home.
He's home.
And maybe the flights are a bit back. But birds that have a straight flight, you don't get those. Because their flights are bent the wrong way.
Would it be the same as mankind made the hockey stick?
Look at this.
With the curve?
Isaac, you learned something. Maurice should have told you that. Maurice flies long distance races, doesn't he? And I'm only playing with Maurice. I like him. But I think somebody ratted me to him, and I'm good with that. But anyways, look at this, Isaac. You want world class?
A little smaller than middle sized.
As Eddie Grugens would say, eh? It's the way God intended a super pigeon to be. And you know what? This pigeon just didn't have he didn't have enough race for him. And we're not knocking the winners or the losers or anything like that. I'm just saying, take a look at the pedigrees. You go and buy Van Laar. You can't buy it. You have Van Laar to Van Laar. This is a diamond in the rough. This pigeon, I can see this pigeon, in my opinion, if I have to go and select for guys, I say whatever this guy wants for the pigeon, I'll take it. This pigeon is that nice. He has that little bit of ness to him.
That pigeon to me right now, okay,
Right?
it's worth $3,000.
100%.
100%.
100%.
$3,000.
100%.
It's worth it. 100%.
Now, I'm going to bring another bird in. You got to use the plumbing. We're going to bring up another bird. A bird named Big Red. He got a good name. He's named, I guess, after Secretariat. He flew in the Pioneer One Loft. A very good pigeon at the Pioneer. Actually, I was shocked that the bird was for sale. Big Red. I'm going to give you the breakdown of Big Red. I'm going to grab him. Dad, you want to put this back and bring the red cock out? Mm-hmm. Ricky's going to get the red cock, and I'm going to post up his photo so you can see Big Red.
Man, what a pigeon. Hey guys, people, ladies,
Take him.
kids, I got goosebumps when I handle this pigeon. And that means I got goosebumps all over my body.
I got Big
that
Red up.
means this pigeon
Is a super. Now, guys, we're going to look at Big Red here. Big Red. He was 42nd at the 100 miles at the Pioneer. This was 3 races in a week. He was first at the 200 miles. That was our hardest race. It was very, very hard. Headwinds were brutal. He was 11th at the 300 mile. His full brother is the 429. Also flew in the Upper Canada National and was a $1,000 winner. So you buy the 429 and you buy this cock. You'll get something magical. He was a $1,000 winner, his brother, and this was, I believe this cock here was the third ace pigeon in the Pioneer. What is his background? Chris Clarebot and Willie Daniels on the mother's side, and on the father's side, it is Van Alsecker, Eddie Grugin, son of Captain. We sold the daughter of Captain yesterday for, I think it was $1,200 on our auction site from Mr. Serge Van Alsecker. But I'm showing you Big Red, and now I'm going to give him
Didn't
the...
someone else have the same combination, did some drastic winning with it this year? With Willie Daniels?
Yeah, not only Chris Clarebot is winning with Willie Daniels pigeons in Belgium, but Chris Marshman with Willie Daniels.
And what's the combination there? Willie Daniels and...
It was straight Willie Daniels.
Straight?
But here's Big Red from the Pioneer. Guys, what do you think of Big Red?
Very buoyant, very buoyant. Almost feels like a hen. Very buoyant pigeon.
He's a cock. Now a reminder, guys, hey, look at the back. It's tight. I don't open the legs. There's Big Red. Settle down, Mr. Red. There he is. Again, you can see that curve in the wing, which I like. Let's check out the comments. Guys, why is everybody so quiet? If you want, I can shut the show down. Or I can show another bird. You tell me. Well, this pigeon here has Chris Clarebot, it has Willie Daniels, and it has Eddie Grugins, and it has Serge Van Alsecker. Serge Van Alsecker birds won the $1 million race when it was a real race. Eddie Grugins in Pattaya, master one-off race flyer. Chris Clarebot and Willie Daniels, I don't have to say anything more. The birds win one-off races, the birds win in China, the birds win in Belgium. Both him and his brother are here. Guys, I'm telling you, you have a shot at great pigeons, and you're not paying an import fee. I'm not going to lie. Would you not say to me, you've handled all these pigeons we're auctioning, Richard? Do you think starting in pigeons, you need to go anywhere else than buy the wholesale?
You got it made.
You got it made.
I would take that cock and put it to this hen.
Oh, isn't she super?
Yeah.
She's a $1,000 winner. Oh, are you happy?
I would put this
I love
hen
her.
to this hen.
Shane, nice looking birds. No, they're not nice. They're built the way pigeons have to be built. And JD, if you're watching, I want you to buy a couple for your tickle trunk. You know what? I want you to buy them, Mr. JD, and I want you, and I'm challenging Mr. Teal. I want you to use them as pumpers. Pumpers! And then something's going to happen, Mr. Teal. And I'm using, just listen. A round's going to come out of them that you didn't switch. And guess what? There'll be money. I'm going to bring the next bird up because I wanted to show this, because this auction, I believe in it. The next bird up, guys, is the 413. Oh, sorry, hold on. The 413. Again, this is off the Ingram Racing Group. This pigeon was a $1,000 winner in the finals. Again, guys, he gave you the performance. He only kept 2 birds out of his whole race team that were in Canada. And I talked to him, and I thought he should have kept a little bit more. But you know what? It's okay. One man's loss is what we call another man's game. And I'm going to pull up the 413 here for you. I just want to make sure I give you the right information. But there it is. 413. Again, everything's on our website, featherselitepigeonauctions.com. All bids are in Canadian dollars. That's right. There's no import fee on these pigeons unless you want to give it to me. What's this bird? Well, let's talk about the bird. The bird was 668th at 150 miles. The bird was 300th at the 230 miles, and it was 47th at the 350 miles. $1,000 winner. On the father's side, it's Van Lars, Marco Mattis, and Chris Clarebot, Lady Power. Again, you got Van Laar, Marco Mattis at one point, he's out of pigeons now. He had to get out of it because of health. One of the best flyers in Germany. And again, on the mother's side, it's 100% Van Laar. This is another few $1,000 pigeon. But you know what? What do I know? Let me see her. And I mean that jokingly.
She's a gorgeous. I would pair this up to this red cock. Wow. What a piece of work. Look how intelligent she is.
Oh.
Yeah, you see the intelligence?
Oh, look at her. Look at her. And I'm going to tell you something.
She's a small hen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, the birds that came from the Upper Canada one-loft race, you can get one bird back and feel it and make a judgment. But you're judging one pigeon. Maybe you get three back. You can make a judgment. This man, I had dropped off at my place 23 pigeons from the Upper Canada one-loft race. UC and the girls, Big Andy. You handled the pigeons. What did you think of the quality of how they felt?
High quality. You can see it right here.
But the birds were in great condition.
Yeah,
They were in the right condition.
that's right.
I give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
They deserved it.
Yeah.
Take a look. Look at this. Only from the loft. Under a week. They've been photographed, switched to loft. Zero stress. Look at this. One flight to go. You buy this hen, you put her to the first cock. You buy this hen, put it to that cock. It does not matter. What matters is, look at the Ingram auction. Go on, buy a piece of pigeon from Peter Mekaweka. See the shit they're selling. Go on iPigeon. See the shit that's being dumped there. You take a look at these pigeons. Pound for pound, pigeon for pigeon. I hate to say it. This is the steal of the year. I'll tell you. Man, what a pigeon. Look. No joke, just quality. And guys, you don't have to buy the bird that won the 1,000. Take a look at the pigeons. Go and cherry pick. The man has the breeders. The man says, I want to get my pigeons out there. If you win with pigeons from him and you let him know, you're probably going to get a few $1,000s. You get the bird back or he'll give you another bird. How do I know this? I don't know. But I know the way the man thinks. He wants to see the results. This hen,
That's gold.
that's a pigeon.
Very nice.
Put her again.
Very nice.
Go shopping.
Well, you know what?
We make
You
pigeon
can get
pornography.
this hen, buy the two cocks, and be fair. Let her go down on a pair of eggs with the one cock,
Let him raise her.
or switch them. Give her a little break. Give her a break. Put her to the other cock.
Let her raise them.
Yeah.
And then, when she's done raising them, before he starts driving, leave the cock with the hen. Leave the cock with the babies to finish. Give her to the other cock.
That's right, and let them finish a round. Let them do a round and finish. You're gonna have 3-4 pair of youngsters out of this hen with two cocks.
And I'll say something. I can't take the pleasure from meeting Van Laar without Serge Van Alsecker. He took me there to the man. And a year later, they robbed his pigeons. And they only was left with a bit. He is one of the top flyers in Belgium for his age. I spoke with Stefan Lambrechts. I like Stefan very much. He had one pigeon from Van Laar. He had first provincial over 6,000 pigeons. He said, I only bought one. Gavin, you love the show. We always put salt and pepper on it. I showed you 3 birds from this auction. And I'll tell you, they're all peas in a pot. They're all built the way pigeons should have been built because they were all purchased. All these pigeons from this sale, all the parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents, winners upon winners upon winners upon winners. There was nothing here bred for stock. And this is what you have. You have an opportunity. And guys, you guys always ask me, what's the deal? What's the steal? What's this? The people that buy these pigeons, they're going to get that deal. They're not going to pay the importing fee. They're going to buy these birds in Canadian. But that number 488, it's 100% Van Laar. I know the parents were sold. The father and the mother were over 20,000.
Euros?
Canadian.
Okay.
Dave Crozier. Hey, Gavin. In the house. Hey, what? Who's Gina? Who's Gina? Hey, Gina in the house. Who's Gina? Dave Crozier. Dave, I gotta get you down here this week, Dave. I wanted to show you some pigeons. Actually, Dave Crozier, I need you to come this week. This is the week I want you to come. Thursday or Friday would be the day for Dave Crozier. Please call us after the show and make a date because I wanted to show you a few things. But that's what we're doing at Feathers Elite before I head to Europe. This will be the last auction and then I'm going to go to Europe. We start the Pigeon Boss Tour. I've got one spot available and I'm going to post up this spot here. And if you guys want to come, I'd love to have you. I'd love taking pigeon guys on the tours. Am I going to do... Oh, hold on. Wrong one. Am I doing another tour? I'm going to be honest. I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's 8 or 9 days of babysitting, going from loft to loft. It's a lot to ask breeders to open up their lofts. And it's very fun. And I enjoy it. And the camaraderie with the pigeon guys is great. But I don't know. This might be my last one. It's definitely going to be my last one priced at this price. It's 4,500 Canadian dollars. That includes your hotel, includes the transportation to the lofts because I do all that. It does not include your meals and it does not include your flight. Right now, into Brussels from Toronto, you can get a flight round trip for between $700 and $1,000. Your meals are normally $60 a day. That's if you're eating and drinking heavy. And we always have the booze room where we have the booze in the room where you don't have to pay the bar prices. You have some drinks with the pigeon guys there. That's the tour. It starts November the 5th. And, I really thought this would take off better than it has. And I am happy. We got Jeff Henderson. We got Stephen Collins. We had the people from last year, Jerry and Jeff McCann. You pigeon guys asked to learn things. You have to invest into the knowledge. For me to become a veterinarian or a doctor or a lawyer or a garbage truck driver, I have to invest in that education. I got to invest in it. If I don't invest in it, I'm not going to learn. You can watch all the books and you can watch all the videos and you can watch all that. But once you get there and you go to these lofts and you feel these pigeons and you meet these people and you see their level, it becomes much different. Show got quiet. They only like when we fight, eh? Poor Jimmy. I wonder, and I'm going to say another thing on Mr. Jim Ward. I just don't know how a man can go to sleep at night and put out such a shit performance and come back the next year. Blame it on the truck driver. Blame it on the electrical work in the loft. Blame it on the solar flares.
The springs on the trailer.
Blame it on everything. Well, why don't you just
And
take
you got a truck following with a spare set of tires. Can you imagine?
But all the dummies,
Brand new trailer.
all the dummies that drove up there, which they're not dummies. Jim's the dummy because Jim couldn't tell them. Put the tripod up, put the video camera on, and record the whole damn thing.
Apparently, this guy was driving for him last year.
But it's not his fault. He's a truck driver. He's not paid to think, is he?
He let the guy go. Let the reins go on the character. Personally, he doesn't know how to hire people. You understand me?
Well, you think about it. Think about it. How many years how many years have you had a pigeon loft from when you were? How old were you when you had your first pigeon loft?
8 years old.
8 years old. And you're how old now?
Yeah, 72.
So that makes you how many years with a pigeon loft?
You can't even remember.
Okay.
How many years?
62 years.
Yeah.
No, 70 years. No, 60 years. Or 64 years. 60 to 65 years.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a pigeon loft burned down?
I never had it. and actually, through my younger years, I used to try to learn to smoke cigarettes in my pigeon loft.
Isaac,
My mother she never knew it, but I was lighting cigarettes up in my pigeon loft.
Isaac, why don't you come on the tour? You follow our show. We'll take you. But you never burnt your loft down. How can a loft that's making millions of dollars burn to the ground?
Burn from both ends.
Wow.
Normally they start at one end and burn through. We're in both ends. But anyways, all I can say is, Jimmy, if you want to open up, what do they call that, a Michelin restaurant?
Yeah.
Jim, you gotta make sure you know how to really cook the food. And you gotta know the people that work for you.
I'm going to be honest.
You can't have
I'm going to be honest.
some plain old shit work for you.
Watch this.
And the best guy, too, is the guy that cleans the toilets. He's got to know how to clean the toilets properly in a Michelin restaurant.
Hold on.
It can't smell like pee-pee. You know what I mean?
Hold on. But the best part is, when Jim Ward had his race under 1,000 pigeons, the race was always good. The race seemed to roll very smoothly. There was not a hiccup. There wasn't a trip down or a fall over. And all of a sudden, with all these millions, the pigeons don't come home no more. The trailer driver doesn't do the videos right. The loft burns down.
You buy a new trailer, Jim. Nice
Trailer's
trailer.
an old pile of shit.
No, he bought a new trailer.
Well, he had an old pile of shit for a long
With
time.
the new trailer, they had to even get a guy with spare
You know what?
tires running behind him with a truck with spare tires on it.
And we're,
Like,
we're, and we're all
holy
and we're all you know what we did? We all focused on this today. We did. And I'm giving
We
Jim
had a good time.
I'm giving
We're going back to the future.
and if you guys wonder why I rip on this Hoosier race, I'm not ripping. But Jim and Mike know why. Jim and Mike know why. Because what they say, if I show up in Indiana, what was the words?
Mike said, Ryan, don't you show up in Indiana because you won't be going home from the States. That's what Mike said.
That's what Mike said. And I'm giving him what he wanted. But I'll show up in Indiana. I will. I'll make my appearance when it's my time. But for right now, I give them all the credit they deserve. They're running a cow track, and it is a cow track. Michael Peeler says that race winner was posted to win $500K. That year was burnt down. Well, of course they were going to pay $500K to the winner. They had to get all you people in. Ice, Ricky. All you people follow the money, but you don't follow real racing. So it's like I say with Rick Fife. Rick Fife, he owes me $1,500, and Mike and Jimmy, they owe me a real apology. And until I get it, I'll continue to do what? Show you the faults.
Truth. The
Show
truth.
you the truth of the race, the faults in the race, the trip downs and the fallovers. Guys, I love pigeons, and I'll speak for them. I don't worry about myself. When it's my time, it's my time. But these pigeons and your money and your breeders, they deserve better. The crowd's quiet. You guys don't like what we said tonight? I never posted so many videos with no response. And the fun thing is, Irish Syndicate, Steve Furlong, he made a post saying, I'm done with the Hoosier. I can't win in this race. And everyone's giving them these examples. Well, you got to keep it going. You got to go there. You got to try it. Got to keep going. Irish Syndicate, the reason you can't win, because if you send birds to real races and you win, and you send birds to that race, it's a shit race. They abracadabra, the bird's being let out. They abracadabra the water. Jimmy, he don't even scrape shit. He has a bunch of people working, which is fine.
He didn't have to clean the trailer out. Do you want to know why? As you see, there was no birds let out of the trailer.
Now,
There was no shit in the trailer.
now Jason McHallick says, I like pigeons. I like the pigeons to over 450 miles. Now, I like that idea, young pigeons to 450 miles. In a one-off race setting, you ain't going to get it. I don't care. Well, maybe in Texas you're going to get it. Maybe in Florida you're going to get it. Maybe you're going to get it. And the pigeon's got to be about 10 to 12 months old to do it. It's a little bit unreasonable. 350 miles is more than they can handle, right? And give them a day at the speeds of 1200. When you give them the day of 1200, the birds wobble and they crash and they burn. And the quality comes to the top. If they go to 1100, the quality really shows. And if it goes under 1100, it's going to be an MXC elimination.
But when they're at 1100, they don't dip and dive and fly around
Well,
the friggin' maple tree.
Fuck it. You know what?
I've heard so many bad excuses. Guys that think they're pigeon flyers.
Look.
And just listen.
Look at this. I just got to watch this shit again.
Oh, I love
Sometime
I
after
love
4.
Are those rollers?
This is
Or what
another
are they?
return.
No,
They were waiting for me to get home from work, so I figured out.
it. We go.
Oh, $1,500.
Oh, look at-
I'll show
look.
you. So there's, I think
Blow the
there's-
whistle. Blow it.
This will probably put it
Has
just over.
Janie got a flag there? Is she flagging him?
They're a
Oh,
little
what's
slow
she
to return,
doing?
But we wonder with the southwest wind, did they get
I don't
pushed
know
a
why
little
the
bit?
trailer's there, though.
Janie said they're in fantastic shape.
Look at them fly. Watch. My favorite part's right about, wait, right here. Look.
Whoa!
But
They
it's
dip
beautiful,
down.
but, you know, there is some wind.
Whoa! And they're flying right there at speeds of about
Congrats so far to the
1,600
winners that we
meters
have,
per
and there's
minute.
still more
Oh,
to
no,
come.
this
After-
was 1100. This was 1100.
No, but when they came home, if you calculate
Great
the
day.
speed going across the top of the trees, it's 1,600 meters per minute after
you-
flying 300 miles.
Could you imagine if they flew in a headwind?
Look. And
Oh,
then
no.
they.
No, I'm wrong. Could you imagine if they flew in a
You
tailwind?
should blow that up there. We could see the cocks
Oh.
treading the hens. I love that part.
I don't have to blow it up. And I hate to do this to Rick.
They cut the camera off because he couldn't get him in. He had to get a smock on with a stick and tennis balls, try and get the things in. That's what he had to do.
Anyways, hey guys, we lost more pigeon races than 99% of you will ever fly.
You're damn right.
We did.
We're still here. We
No,
lost
no.
a lot of races.
We
man.
lost a lot. But we won a lot of races. Hold on.
We won a few. But
We
not
lost.
too many.
We lost more than we won. We did.
We had regrets,
Right.
but
And-
too few to mention.
And I'm going to say this. In all my years of flying pigeons, what Rick Fife showed today was the biggest pile of horse shit I ever seen. And those people that got the money, congratulations. You'll all be back next year. The people that won the money at the Hoosier, congratulations.
And that first sucker that got his check there and he held it up, that was shit down your throat.
Oh, I have a picture of shitty.
And he's
Let's
proud of that. I'm
Sing.
sorry. Holy shit, man.
Isaac, I can't sing it.
You know what they should have done?
Hold
they
on.
should have had a shotgun and blew them out of the sky. That's the
Hold
best
on.
thing.
Let's just take a look again at this video here. Look at the sun barely up.
Barely up.
And watch again, guys. Watch how slow this... Just watch how fast the full drinker's going. Now look at this. They talked about this. Did he not call Jimmy and say, I'm
You
at the
say
release point?
that's no woman.
And Jimmy, was he sitting
Oh,
on the
look at-
toilet?
He just jumped from that one just up to
Look,
the other one.
and watch when he goes to the next one. There's 7 seconds. I count. Watch the arms. Look up to the next one.
And that hose is about as limp as my dick. Look at it.
And we're focused again on the sign. We're focused again on the trees.
Okay, wait. There's a crow right there.
No,
See
there's
it?
a deer.
A deer and a crow.
Oh my God! Can you see it? Jim's in the woods. I swear he was there. But
Okay,
here's
wait.
the best thing.
Okay, this is
Everyone,
the best
1,
part.
2, 3. Abracadabra. Look, no shit. No shit. Sunday, October 24th, 8:16 a.m. They let him out. That's 16 minutes after they all got out. There's the truck by a Ford.
He bought a brand new Ford with bald tires, so they had to get a truck falling behind with tires.
God damn it, these people.
And he's on the highway.
And guys, let's not forget, we all like a parade. Let's take it back to the parade. Why did they have people waving a flag so they drove through this?
Well, I heard that they had some parties or something.
Look at this. Look at them. Look at it. Look at it. Count. Look, 8 feet, 8 feet, 8 feet, 8 feet. Yeah.
8 feet.
8, 4. What's 4 times 8? 32. And they got a Dodge
A service truck following.
service truck. Pit crew. I love this shit.
Oh, shit.
Total birds in the auction, Ryan. Total birds. Go look it up. You tell me how many birds.
Here, have a sip of my orange juice.
No, I don't want the pineapple liqueur. You know what? People ask. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on, guys. If you can hear me, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix the screen, and I will. I'm gonna fix it. People ask me how many birds in the auction. Go look. FeatherselitePigeonAuctions.com. And the reason I tell you to do your research. Don't trust me. Do your research. I know these birds are that good. I know it. I'm requesting permission. Hold on. Allow. Hold on. She's going to echo, guys. That's Ricky there. Join. Let me bring it back. 1 second. She's going to echo. 1 second. She's going to echo.
There we are.
Wait. Oh, I'm doing the Dan Horner look. Oh, the screen screwed up. Anyways, guys, we're going to be on.
Screen on now.
Yeah, we're going to be on next Monday night. It was a good show. Jim, I'm sorry that we had to point these things out. You're going to get better next year. You're going to still make $1 million. You're still going to give a shit performance because you won't get everything right. I told you to hire John Timmerman in California or Imad that does the Holiday Cup.
We'd love to have your new driver come on to our show so we can just throw some shots at him.
And you want to know what? Rick, you've pulled the wool so good over their eyes. You're incredible. As for Janie, you'll be all right.
Good.
She's good.
She's good.
Her voice was nice.
Well, she knows about pigeons when they dip and dive. They're in good shape. That shows something. She can kind of identify that. But what happens, Janie, when the birds like dip and dive and then they glide with their wings? Like you know that?
Uh-oh. I did something wrong. I don't have the exit video tonight. Anyways, guys, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, there you see it. I have the thanks for watching. I didn't download it. I downloaded everything else. The Ingram auction is open right now. If you snooze, you're going to lose. Look at the pedigrees and do the research. Count the number of birds in the sale. God damn it, Leah does a great advertisement. She put all this auction together. Ingram's pedigrees are super. The birds are a 10. If you want to come and handle anything, let me know. Don't give me last minute shit. And, hey, guys, we just bring you the facts.
And just save that videos there on those releases we showed you. Can they save it, those people?
Well, I'm going to keep it coming every week for a little bit because I want people to really see the shit on the wallpaper. But there's season 5 at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. And again, our Pigeon Boss Tour, we got one spot available. Mark Carnwell, you better get back to me tonight because we got that last spot reserved for you. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. I am Ryan. That's Richard. Next Monday, we will be back on. It's probably going to be my last Monday night show, I think, maybe, before I have to go to Europe. But I don't have a flight booked. Inch by inch, brick by brick, mile by mile. Let's do the Dan Horner. Wait.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Sorry, Daniel. You know
And by
what?
the way, I looked
had
at that Hoosier race there. Okay, I seen a deer, and there's 2,300 birds let up, right?
There's pigeons on the deer.
I think it was one pigeon, or it's a crow. I can't quite what happened. You know what I mean?
Hey, don't matter. We'll see you guys next Monday night, and I'm sure we'll get a blasting. But that's what makes this fun.
Actually, folks, we don't give a shit.
We don't.
Blast us all you want. We don't care. That's what we're here for.
And
we're here to stir up the dong.
Well, we're not
cow
stirring
shit.
it up. We're just here
not
to give you the
stirring-
truth.
It's reality, man. Reality.
Hey guys,
It's real.
bye for now.